Hello YouTubers and welcome to Novus Talks with me, your host Novus Gores. In this video we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened recently. Beforehand I was originally planning to do a prediction video, but the time gap was too soon and I never got to do that, so I apologise. Also apologise for not having a frequent time between uploads. It's a bit hectic, so again apologies for that, the delay between the last video and this. Moving on, so the Direct came. My predictions going into it were that we would see. It felt like Animal Crossing was definite. I was hoping Luigi's Mansion maybe. Bayonetta 3 I was unsure about, but I was thinking Platinum might not give the go ahead, so probably not. I was definitely sure Mario would show up in some form. And with Zelda, I was like, it's too early. I feel like it'll be another year before we hear about Breath of the Wild 2. So I feel like they wouldn't have anything to show for that yet. And I knew Fire Emblem would be there. So my main predictions were Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion, and I was hoping for the Metroid Prime trilogy because of the rumours. And when the Direct started anyway, first thing that came up was Mario Maker 2, and that was one of the rumoured titles. So I was shocked and blown away because suddenly these rumours had a lot more credibility. The Direct went on and we got a look at Daemon X Machina, which I'm actually interested in and I'm probably going to pick up when it comes out. For some reason they needed to show us more of Yoshi's Woolen World, even though they did a whole video on that last month, so that was kind of a wasted slot if you ask me. Same for Super Smash Bros. We didn't need to see it because it didn't have anything new to say, just a amiibo figure of the Joker. Then it went on anyway, and there was a bunch of other weird looking games that looked like rip-offs of Minecraft and Breath of the Wild. And then we got this really awesome looking game called Astral Chain. And I saw it at first, and the main voice of the protagonist made me think, is this Bayonetta? And I was kind of starting to get hyped, and then I saw toward the end it wasn't. But it's a new game from Platinum Games that I am looking forward to. Plus I saw that logo at the start, I saw the P and I was like, is this Platinum? Are we getting what we finally want? But then after that, this is where the Direct kind of went sour for me. Nintendo actually did talk about Bayonetta 3. Very, very, very briefly, and they basically didn't say anything new, except for the same thing Hideki Kamiya has been saying 4 times before. Development is going well. And then they jumped straight into The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which kind of made me furious because I heard Bayonetta 3 and I was getting ready to get all excited, and then we saw this Zelda remake that I couldn't really give a shit about. I mean, yeah, I thought it was a 3DS title at first and realised it was a Switch title until afterwards, but it's great that Zelda fans get another Zelda game, but at least to keep them waiting on the Switch. But they didn't show Luigi's Mansion or Animal Crossing, which was shocking. I mean, I'm not a fan of Animal Crossing, I don't really like it, but I genuinely thought they'd use the slot to sort that out, and same with Luigi's Mansion, but maybe they'd save that for E3. Bayonetta, I was surprised it got mentioned, even though it was probably only mentioned because of Platinum Games. So that kind of ruined it, even though overall I thought it was a good Direct, with a lot of cool games. Star Fox is there, and I think that was also in the rumours, so every rumoured title was there, except Metroid. What a surprise. Metroid is absent from yet another Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I didn't believe the trilogy was going to be there. I feel like Nintendo wouldn't do that. They wouldn't waste their time on developing a trilogy game when they don't fully know when Prime 4 is coming out. And if the trilogy was due out anytime soon, it would be out like 2 to 3 years before Prime 4. But then I was thinking, that's what they did with Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 on the Switch, like 2 years before Bayonetta 3, so why they couldn't just give us the Metroid Prime trilogy, I don't know. I imagine it's really difficult since Metroid Prime 3 Corruption was developed for the Wii's motion controls. You literally have to start that game from scratch again, so, and they couldn't just port the first two and not the third, so don't think we're ever going to see the Metroid Prime trilogy. And I knew for a fact we wouldn't see Metroid Dread because it would take away from Metroid Prime 4's hype, and if Dread was on the 3DS, I don't think many people would be interested, even though there was that rumour from last January that they were developing it for the 3DS. But who knows, it's probably a year in development, so maybe we'll hear something at E3. I feel like, yeah, Metroid Dread at this stage would take entirely away from Prime 4's hype. It would be good to distract us, but I feel like Nintendo would not want to obscure one massive title with another absolutely massive title. So, yeah, I was I was fairly confident Metroid Dread wouldn't show up, and Metroid Prime Trilogy. So that wasn't surprising, but I was a bit kind of annoyed about Bayonetta 3. Overall, it was a good direct. Mario Maker 2 looks interesting. Why they couldn't just add DLC to the current game and port to the Switch? Beyond me. But as you see, I have it on the 3DS, and it does say at the end of the story, if you can call it that, to be continued. So they did sort of have intentions for a sequel. Now I'm concerned though that E3 is going to come and their entire focus is going to be on the next big game, which is Pokemon, because we've seen Fire Emblem. They showed it last E3 and they gave it a fair bit of a section in this direct, as they said they would, which is unusual because I don't think they usually say that except for the Smash Directs, because it's actually the first normal non-Smash Direct in over a year. It was like this time last year we got the last Direct that wasn't all about Smash. In fact, Smash was probably announced in March 3rd as Direct last year. Anyway, yeah, Fire Emblem that got its focus. They might talk about a bit at E3, but I think, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I feel like E3 2019 is going to be about, that feels weird to say, Pokemon the same way last year was about Smash, and that's going to annoy me because it bashes my hopes of seeing Metroid, because Pokemon is supposed to come out in the holiday season. We've seen absolutely nothing of it, and we saw nothing of Smash going into E3, and then they fully unveiled the game, so I'm getting fairly concerned that's what's happening here. But who knows? I don't think Metroid at E3. Yeah, it's funny. At the start of the year, I was very 100% certain we'd see Prime 4, but now we know what's going on there. And I'm worried Bayonetta 3 is suffering the same fate. Both games were removed from Nintendo's website. Metroid Prime 4 was cancelled. Bayonetta 3 hasn't seen any footage, and they keep saying development's going well, like they did with Prime 4. So I'm worried that soon we're going to get an announcement Bayonetta's cancelled, and if that happens, I'll probably scream my head off, because I don't think I'll be able to handle two of my most anticipated titles being pushed so far ahead. Because they were announced too early, and now one of them's coming too late, or way off later, and we don't know when this is coming, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video before it cuts off like usual, so sorry to have kept you waiting. I also have a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate review video that is due soon, keep an eye out for that. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of the Direct? Did you like it? I know a lot of people didn't. I loved it regardless, and I'm looking forward to Astral Chain and Daemon X Machina. So, oh yeah, and that weird Castlevania ripoff was a funny one. Even the title, Ritual of the Night, was similar. I just felt I needed to mention that. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below. What do you think E3 is going to be like? Is it going to be entirely focused on Pokemon? Let me know down below. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and please subscribe. Nova Score is out.